Good afternoon, family. This Kiriteng. This is your girl, Jen the Blessed. I wanted to say Kiriteng. I love my name. This is your girl, Jen the Blessed, and welcome to my Facebook Live or my YouTube Live. As you know, I come with positive news, good news all the time, and I am your plug for opportunities all over the world, and we are not limited because we serve a mighty God that is not limited to anything, the creator of heaven and earth. And like I've always been telling you guys, that opportunities are coming. Don't feel bad, don't feel down. Opportunities keep on coming every single day, every single hour. I'm telling you, opportunities are there for everyone. And today I'm going to be talking to carers, okay? So caregivers, or those that say we are not qualified, but we love working in the health field. We love working in the health departments. And yeah, it seems like the world is good at you right now. Our fortunes are turning right back at you. And today I'm going to be talking about that, another opportunities for caregivers. And I'm going to start with a new opportunity. I'm starting with it because it's very important that people get ready, especially my country people, Zimbabwean people. You know, I love my country and I love my nationality. So I want you guys to be ready, okay? To be ready. Munge makagadzirira, because this is what's coming and I don't want you to miss out. And with Ireland, I'm going to be talking about Ireland today. You need to be ready. And the other thing, the why I'm addressing it first is because besides you getting ready, you need to have all the requirements, okay? I know there are a lot of us that really wanted to go to the UK, and for certain reasons, you just struggled to go to the UK, and zvakaramba anditi oro zviri kuramba oro zviri kunetsa. So please tag others so that they do not miss out. As you know, I don't like repeating topics. So once I talk about this, it's over. It's a done deal. So tag others so that they don't come. And as you know, with my condition, I'm not going to be available very much to answer questions, but this video, I'm going to upload it on my YouTube so that in the event that you are late, you'll be able to watch it. Feel free to send me stars. Yes, it's an opportunity given to me by Facebook to earn. So you are welcome to send me stars, and you're welcome to give me love and likes. It gives some extra strength whilst you are doing a live video. So whilst I'm on this, now, let me start by saying Ireland is a very beautiful country. It's a small island country, close to the UK and close to many EU countries. They use euros as their currency. Yeah, that's where the Irish people live, and it's very peaceful. It's not that big like UK and stuff, but it's very beautiful, and their currency is very good. So this opportunity was announced on the 30th of November, okay? By Mary Butler. Mary Butler is the Minister of State for Mental Health and Older People, okay? So Mary Butler on the 30th of November, she made this announcement that Ireland is in need of caregivers, and they've done their strategic discussions and everything, and they've realized that they need to get 1,000 non-Irish or EU people to come into Ireland to work as caregivers, okay? I'm comfortable to say this in English because I fully understand all my country people, no matter your level of education, Zimbabweans understand English, okay? I'm just doing this because I've got a lot of other nationalities that follow me as well, especially on YouTube, that would love to understand what I'm saying, okay? So they are in dire need of caregivers, and this announcement was made on the 30th of November 2022, which is last week, and it's on the news, it's everywhere. Like I told you in October, I told you there are countries that I'm waiting for to open up visas because I knew from inside information that they were busy with the discussions. And I'm still waiting for Canada again, but today I'm going to be talking about Ireland. So like I always say, you just need to be ready, get everything, which I'm going to be telling you, and be on standby because this announcement was made last week, but they will be start the recruitment process or or taking people or giving us people like me the requirements that are needed beginning of January, okay? So they say by January they need 1,000 caregivers in Ireland. Okay, so the minister will announce this. If you want to research about her, her name is Mary Butler. She's the Minister of State for Mental Health and Older People, and they've set, the government of Ireland, they've set aside 660 million euros, okay, for this project. Okay, so we don't know, like I always tell you, we don't know how long this opportunity is going to be there. Like I say, they need 1,000 caregivers, non-European, which means the people that are out of Europe, 1,000 people that are out of Europe, and Zimbabwe, South Africa, and all these other countries. We are out of Europe. We are considered to be part of the people that are needed. I'm going to give you the opportunity at the end of my video to ask questions or during this live that I'll be able to tackle. So if you right now, I won't be able to tackle, but I'll see if I'll be able to scroll it up. And you made many people, as usual, when I bring an opportunity, I tell you what is the salary, how much will they be giving. Their salary, the expected salary that is supposed to be paid to a caregiver in Ireland is 27,000 euros. I'm going to give you this figure in South African Rand or USD. How much is it, so that you understand? 27,000 euros. 27,000 euros to Rand is about, or to USD, it's about 28,000 USD per month, roughly 28,500 USD per month, okay? That's the salary, 28,000 USD per year, okay? So we divide it by 12, 28,500 divided by 12, so that I can give you the figure. Let me tell you how much is the monthly salary in euros. I'll tell you now, 28,500 USD divided by 12. We are looking at 2,375 USD per month, okay? That's the salary that they will be paying you per month, okay? This is a minimum, okay? What is expected when they say minimum, this is what they are expecting you to be paid per month, not saying that's the maximum. This is the minimum you're expected to be paid per month, okay? And they are opening in January, okay? So you need to keep following up with me. You need to keep glued up on my page, so that I keep updating you, or on the news, not necessarily on my page, but on the news, so that you understand exactly what's happening. Because I'll tell you, it has been opened today, and I don't have to say, hey, please come, please come. I'll just say, guys, Ireland is opened, these are the requirements, and I'm already in touch with other care companies in Ireland. That's gonna be care companies in Ireland that are going to be recruiting. So subscribers, do not worry, you get the first plug, okay? And I'll also do a live video, obviously, and inform everyone. And the other requirement that has been made that has been announced publicly by the government of Ireland is that you are supposed to get a minimum of 2 years contract, okay? Which means when you leave Africa, you'll be holding a 2 years contract. And remember, Ireland is one of the countries of the best in terms of issuing permanent residence, which means when you start the moment you get a 2 years contract, it means you are left with a few years before you can be issued a permanent residence, okay? Ireland is good in terms of permanent residence, and it's much easier compared to the United Kingdom, okay? So you'll be having a 2 years contract before you leave Africa. And the company that's going to take you is also going to do more or less the same. I don't know the terminology right now they are going to use for this certificate. They are going to issue you here in Africa so that you can apply for visa. Maybe it's gonna be sponsor certificate or whatever. I don't know. I can only give you the information in January once the government release the name of the visa, the type of the visa, and the name of the sponsor certificate or whatever they will be using in Ireland for you to go to Ireland, okay? So January, I'll be coming back as soon as they announce. I've got ears on the ground. I'll definitely come back with you and let you know what's happening. And then the other thing that they mentioned, like I told you, they say you must be given a 2 years contract, number one. You must be paid minimum £12.90 per hour, okay? Meaning, the little money that you must supposed to earn per hour is €12.90, which is quite a lot compared to UK. Yeah, from the figures we are getting from UK, this is a lot with about €2. And yeah. And then they are also saying it's also a quicker way for you to get permanent residence after getting your 2 year contract. So you get your 2 year contract, you get a minimum wage of €12.90, or per month, 2,375 minimum USD in USD equivalent, okay? And then they say the minimum hours you are supposed to work are 4 hours per day, okay? You are supposed to work minimum 4 hours a day, which means at least they are considering that you must be given work every single day. It's a requirement from the government again. And like I'm telling you, the regulations regarding the visa, I will only know in January once the government issued again. As you know here, I don't tell you lies. I don't tell you things from my head. I'll tell you specifically what the government says. And if you go on their website or their official statements, you will find the same information I'm giving you, okay? And then I'm going to move on requirements. What are the requirements they are looking for, okay? So in terms of Ireland, they use what they call a QQ1 level 5, okay? That's the qualification for caregiver they use there. But in terms of here, we are saying equivalent to a caregiver, okay? When I was doing my research, when I looked for the QQ1 level 5, it looks the same as the standard caregiver courses that are being done by international colleges here in South Africa. For example, Allison. And for your own information, Allison is also used in Ireland. So the people that have done with Allison and the people that wants to do care courses, I don't know if you are going to start now. Will you have opportunity or a time to finish by January, okay? But Allison is one of the recommended courses they use, or any caregiver qualification that is internationally recognized, okay? And when will you start applying? You start applying when we announce, okay, or when it's announced in January, okay? That's when you can start applying, because right now there are companies that have been taking foreigners out of EU countries, but they don't have visa sponsorship. So it was a bit challenging and a bit difficult. Not many companies were doing that, but some people who were lucky managed to enter Ireland. I know people that entered Ireland through Google applications and stuff, but now an opportunity is coming, and right now these companies in Ireland might not have positions, but they're definitely going to open in January, okay? So the other requirement that they are going to be requesting is all the other requirements that are needed in UK. For example, IELTS. IELTS is also going to be needed, okay? IELTS is going to be needed for Ireland as well. So the English is going to be required. If they've got a different band or anything, I'm not so sure, but I know IELTS is one of the requirements that is needed. And your vaccinations, they are going to require you to have been vaccinated COVID. And right now they are requesting booster COVID vaccinations, okay? Proof of that will be required. And I cannot say driver's license for all, but as you know, with caregivers and with the demand that is required by the government, you can tell they are going to require someone with a driver's license. So if you are a caregiver, definitely, if you really want to go to Ireland, you will definitely need a driver's license, because if you see the way they announced it and the way they require, the type of people they are requiring and the type of help that is needed, it's for people who can't move around or get help. They need people who can drive to people. So definitely you are going to need your driver's license. And guys, you don't need to start running around in January. Like I always tell you, always be ready, always be equipped. And I'm telling you again now, I told you about Ireland in October, and I'm telling you again, Canada, I'm just waiting for confirmation, but Canada is on standby to open as well. It was supposed to open in October, but they did not. So I'm also waiting for that to open. So there are so many opportunities. You just need to be on standby and ready, and knowing this is not only for Zimbabweans, this is not only for South Africa, this is for everyone, and 1,000 is not a big number. So you must have all the documents ready for you to qualify. Okay. So some may be lucky where, when you start applying, you may be taken without a driver's license, but it's going to be difficult for you to get more opportunities if you don't have a driver's license. If you've got a driver's license, it's a very huge, big and added advantage for you. Proof of vaccination, I've told you, you must also have experience. So in terms of experience, I cannot tell you right now because they haven't officially issued, these companies haven't officially issued their experience requirements. But looking at UK right now, UK and Ireland, they are next to each other. Looking at UK right now, they might have the same requirements like the ones used for UK. So you must have a minimum of 2 years experience. Minimum of 2 years experience. So this is the time to push your hours. This is the time to push for your experience. Get reference letter. That's another thing I know they are going to be requiring. I know this because I've got friends that are moving to Ireland to work as medical doctors and surgeons, and they are very strict in terms of reference. So please, wherever you are working, make sure you are getting your your reference certificates or your reference letters from employers and from the schools you are training. Remember, you can get a reference letter from the school that is training you for the caregiver course, and you can get a reference letter from all the homes or hospitals that you are working to gain experience. Okay. And proof of vaccination, I told you. And in terms of experience, we are going to know more next year as they open this visa. The nursing homes and the hospitals, they are going to send their requirements via their positions. They will be advertising. So definitely that's how we are going to know what kind of experience they need. But please just try to get as much experience as you can, because we can see with the UK right now, all the good sponsors I'm telling you that are helping people from this page, whether you have got money to pay for sponsor certificate or whatever, they need you to have experience. If you don't have experience, a good company will not take you because you will not be able to know what you are doing. So guys, get your experience, get hours, work around all the homes, get different reference letters. It's good for you. Okay. And when you are applying next year, I'm going to reiterate this again next year. Make sure that each position you are applying, you do qualify for the, in terms of reference and the requirements they need, okay? You must just make sure that you do have that, okay? And then, like I said, in terms of certificate of sponsorship, we don't know the terminology Ireland is going to be using, but right now, today, the 5th of December 2022, I'm saying sponsor certificate because these nursing homes are going to be having some form of validation to bring people in. So I don't know what they're going to be calling it, but I'm telling you already, just make sure that just be aware that a sponsor certificate is going to be required from the company that you're going to be using so that you can work, okay? There are so many big companies, but right now for me personally, as a blogger, as someone on social media, I don't see the points of giving you nursing homes in Ireland because they haven't opened. They are also waiting for their government to regulate this visa. So as soon as this visa is regulated, I'm in contact with the journalist that first issued this. I'm in contact with some big people in Ireland that's going to be giving me first-hand information as soon as it's announced, so that I'll be able to come and present it to you. So fear not about where you are going to apply. And I'm also going to find out the first care homes. I also work with one of the biggest homes since May this year that took some of the 2 people that left for Ireland from my page. So I know, and it's one of the biggest care homes in Ireland, and I'm so confident that they are going to be the first company to be given a sponsor certificate. So I'll be coming back with more information once the Ireland government regulate or issue us the type of visa, the name name of the visa, what is going to be called, a B what or whatever, I don't know. We are only waiting. Don't believe anyone. If you hear anyone giving you apply here, it's a lie right now. There is nobody that knows what the government of Ireland is going to say it. What are the main requirements? I'm using the main requirements used by the UK government because remember, they're just close together. So I'm assuming their requirements might be the same. And I'm also using the experience I gained when two people from this page left for Ireland. The same requirements that I gave you are the same requirements that I suspect will be required. So right now, there is no application you need to do to Ireland because the visa, sponsored visa, hasn't been officially regulated. So this is the time to prepare. I'm telling you this so that you get ready. You prepare to those that wants to relocate and those that really are ready or that were disappointed by UK. Do not pay anybody money. Listen to me. Do not pay anybody money for these visas for Ireland. It's not happening. And get ready. You know what happened with the UK? When I started telling you, people left for free, okay? There was no sponsor certificate being paid for. But if you delay, if you apply after, I don't know if they release like they are promising us in January. If you apply after March, you know Zimbabweans, they will look for opportunities to steal money from you. Don't use Google, it's got full of links. Don't try to convert or do anything. UK took people, okay, with the care certificates from South Africa. Some might be diverted. I know some bloggers, they are getting money by advertising already companies in Ireland, the colleges in Ireland, so that you can convert your courses. But right now, guys, you might waste your euro money because they are charging in euros and apply for things that you might not need or that you already have. So let's wait for January. Which IELTS is required? For me, I'll just say if you are someone that is smart, right now we don't know. But the people that went to Ireland this year from this page, they used the normal IELTS that is used by UK, and their minimum was 5 bands. Okay, they wanted you to have a 5 bands. I don't do IELTS because I'm of academic qualifications. So you guys that do caregiving course, you should know the 5 band IELTS that is required. So just be ready with that, and I'm confident they are also going to require the same, because I know 2 people that left for Ireland from this page. They use the same IELTS for UK and it worked. So just be ready and be prepared. Okay, let me look at my time. Okay, so I'm doing very well in terms of time today. So I believe you guys understood what I'm saying, and just be ready. Ireland is coming. Not only Ireland, okay? I've been on standby from October. I was told Canada was opening for caregivers in October, but up to now they haven't announced. So I'm on standby, and like I told you last week, Europe, they're in winter right now, and when they're in winter, opportunities are going to come out for us. And as you know, if you follow the news, nurses in UK are striking anytime soon. If their demands are not met, they'll be going on strikes, and it's going to affect the UK health system. UK might start taking more. They are taking right now, but not everyone, because it has been corrupted mainly by our African families that have made the UK visa difficult to get by charging exorbitant, crazy amounts, like 70,000, 90,000 in rands for people to just get a sponsor certificate. And someone has told me to say, Jean, please encourage people not to pay for sponsor certificates, especially to our home people, okay? Because a lot is happening and a lot of people are crying, okay? So if you need a sponsor to pay, make sure that it's a genuine sponsor, it's a genuine company. And I know even the good companies in UK, they are charging right now because they've seen that we, especially people from Zimbabwe, have got money to pay, you know? But a sponsor certificate is not supposed to be paid for. So, like I said on Saturday on my post, I do have a sponsor that is taking people from South Africa, okay? Zimbabwean people from South Africa, or anyone with valid permits from South Africa, you must have, let me go to the requirements, same requirements for UK, because this is for UK. I'm done with Ireland. So for UK now, you must have, let me tell you, you must have your English, you must have your TB, you must have driver's license is not a must, but it's an added advantage for your application. You must have TB test, COVID test, and all the requirements that is needed. And because I was given this, as a favor, I'm just restricting, I'm not publicizing this sponsor who is taking people free of charge. So the only way I'm giving out this sponsor is through when you come to have an appointment with me, because I must tell you how you must make your CV. I must tell you I must prep you for your interview, because when you submit your application, you'll be called for interview. So I must prep you for that. So if you have got everything and a ZEP permit or a valid permit to work in South Africa or to live in South Africa, please make an appointment with my PA or my admin team, so that you come and then I prep you. We prepare your CV before you do application, okay? We do not waste opportunities, okay? Hatitambise mikana nditi saka mukana uyu, it's a free sponsor who is doing everything for people. You won't pay any money until you go. They'll book flights for you. So few sponsors like this are difficult, okay? So I'm not just throwing it, I'm not just dishing it out. So you make a booking, I prep you individually, I prepare you for this application. We work on your CV, we work on all the requirements that is needed. This is for UK, okay? This is for UK, and we need people as soon as possible, okay? So that they go before it's blocked, okay? I don't know when they are going to say we have got enough people, but right now this sponsor is taking, and this sponsor is doing everything for free for you. It's one of the best care companies in UK. Everyone dreams to work for it, but thank God for his grace and his mercies. We do have the plug. I've got the contact details, I've got everything, but I'm only giving it to people that have got the requirements that are needed. So if you have got a permit to live and work in South Africa, number one, you have got all the requirements to work in UK as a caregiver. Number two, please make a booking so that we do the application together. You mustn't fail, okay? I want as many people to take this. Less than 20 or 10, I'll be grateful to God. But yeah, I'll tell you when the number is enough, or if there is anything. So you need to make an appointment, and please note, my appointment is not for free. Why? Because it's my time, so I charge for my time. And already I've got people from subscription that are busy. I'm busy with this sponsor. So the requirements, you must be in South Africa with a valid work permit. That's number one. Why? The sponsor is a big company. They've employed lawyers here in South Africa to fast track your visa. So they need you to do your biometrics here in South Africa. They cannot afford for you to go to Zimbabwe or anywhere else. So they need someone, whether South African, but with a valid, or a Zimbabwean with a valid permits. Even people with ZEP permits. Okay, ZEP permits, please, if you have got all the requirements for UK caregiver, book an appointment so that we process as soon as possible. Maybe by next week it will be closed. I don't know. As many people as they are applying, maybe they'll get. So far I've got about 6 people from 4 or 6 people from subscription page. I'm not so sure, but because I told them on Saturday. So I'm opening up for people here, because many people in subscription, they're in Zimbabwe. They don't have permits to live in South Africa. Unfortunately, this sponsor wants people with a permit for my time, because I need to do your process, everything with you. So it's not for the company or anything. It's for my time to help you apply so that you get an interview. Once you pass the interview, you are definitely going free of charge. So my 1 hour is nothing compared to relocating free of charge. Okay, so That's it. That's all I have for you. For UK, we first spoke about Ireland. That's for January. For UK now, okay. And if you have got everything, okay, and you have got 2 years experience, and you have got money to pay, there is a sponsor, a genuine sponsor, not a Zimbabwean sponsor, a genuine sponsor in UK. But the interview is very difficult. You only pay that sponsor once you pass your interview. I have had 3 Zimbabwean ladies failing that interview. That sponsor doesn't care where you are, but the requirement is to pass the sponsor's interview. The requirement is to have all the requirements for UK. The sponsor needs a bank statement in your name with £1,270 equivalent for the home office for your visa application. It's a requirement, a bank statement in your name. That's sponsor number 2. That's the one that is charging. And once you pass their interview, you have got all the requirements. That sponsor is charging 60,000. But me, I'm against sponsors that charge money. I'm against it. So if you are really desperate, but Ireland is opening, some more countries are opening, I don't see the need for people to pay. But if you say, Sisi Jean, I'm really stuck, I'm willing to pay whatever, and you are going to pass the interview, you don't pay until you pass the interview. And I'm seeing people failing that interview. You can make a booking again so that I can tell you more about it and give you the details. But I'm against paying to go and work. I'm against it. So please, 60,000 is a lot of money in rands. So there are opportunities coming. Patience is a virtue. So I encourage you guys, don't waste money paying, but wait for opportunities coming. By next year, March, there will be so many opportunities. I'm so sure of that. God is opening doors that no man can close. So please don't buy. You know, if you are like me and you've got patience, I'll wait on God. If I go, I go. If I stay, I stay. If I perish, I perish. That's what children of God do. So I'm encouraging you. That's why I tell you, there is a sponsor that I know that is doing everything genuinely. You pay 60,000 rands, you go. But that sponsor, if you fail their interview or the requirements, you won't go. Those are the ones that is requiring the money in your bank account, number 1, in your name and everything. But I'm against it. For me, 60,000 is a lot of money. You know, I'd rather be patient and wait for opportunities that I just apply like a normal person looking for work. I don't believe in paying 60,000 rands when I'm in need of work. So I'm encouraging you guys. But if you say you don't have patience, you don't want to wait, you need to go now and now. Well, I'll help you with that, but I'm against it, okay? It doesn't go with me because I wouldn't do that. Refugee permit is not needed, okay? Let me highlight that if you have got a refugee permit, you cannot go to UK, okay? If you have got a refugee permit, the moment you mention it, you never get a visa for any country. The moment you mention you've got a refugee permit, you will never ever get a visa for any country. It's very difficult, okay? Unless the UN, United Nations, approve you. Other than that, it's very difficult for anyone who was a refugee in South Africa to move to Europe or America, okay? And then let me take this opportunity to take your questions if there is anyone that have got a question. But guys, my family, I love you so much. I'm encouraging you to have patience. You know, the moment you start paying, for me, I feel like you are bribing God, you know, because I believe if God wants you to relocate, everything should be difficult, yes, because the things of God doesn't come easy. You must have patience because it works, it increases your faith. You know, it's good for you to wait. You know, it's good for you to wait on things. It helps you in terms of faith. It increases your faith and belief in God. So I believe in waiting, and opportunities are coming. I've been telling you right now, Canada was supposed to release before Ireland. But I'm surprised Ireland issued first. And we are in winter. So opportunities are coming. Just be patient. Be on standby. Get ready. Sisi Jean Island, you know that TB test certificate here? Yes, but I don't tell you, I don't encourage you to do TB test for Island now, because the TB test is easy to do, but Island also need clean police clearance. For the 2 people that left as caregivers here this year to Island, they were required to produce clean police clearance. If your passport has got a visa for South Africa, definitely you are going to need a police clearance for South Africa and a police clearance for Zimbabwe. Allow me to take a break just to have a sip. So, Raymond Shinomona, hi Sisi Jean, help me kuwana critical permit, a critical skill accounting degree. It's very difficult to get a critical skill for accounting degree, Raymond Shinomona, without what do you call it, certification. Do you have certification like what do you call it, SICA, ISA, what do you call it, Chartered Institute of South African Accountants, SICA. If you don't have SICA, okay, we call it SICA. If you don't have SICA in South Africa, it's very difficult for you to get a critical skills visa as an accountant in South Africa, okay? Do you need to convert your ZIM license to international driving permit, or you can just use a normal ZIM permit? Alice Rujeko Moyo, many people are working in UK and driving UK with a Zimbabwean driver's license, with South African driver's license, without an international driving license. But if you can get a Zimbabwean international driver's license, it's for your advantage. But you must produce the Zimbabwean original driver's license, okay? Unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to scroll up and down, so you need to write your question again. Otherwise, I'll struggle to answer you. Yes, a lot of people have trained with the Chilton and they are in the UK now. Doc Dev Sakwa, no, it's not Sakwa, it's called SICA. South African Institute of Chartered Accountants, okay? And for you to get SICA, you need to do articles, okay? You need to work for an accounting firm in South Africa for 2 to 4 years, between 2 to 4 years to get that. For those with questions regarding my appointments, and I charge 1,800 rands per hour. That's my hourly rate, okay? You can send a message to Messenger and get an appointment for that. You get an online booking and your appointment date and time, everything, you get it. I use Facebook systems, so I've got my online diary on Facebook, and my bookings is done on Facebook as well. Are they only taking Red Cross? I never mentioned Red Cross. I said international care certificate. So before you do a certificate, you must know if it's an international. I know Chilton is an international, Allison is an international, Red Cross is an international, okay? So you need internationally recognized care certificate, okay? But in terms of Island, we don't know if they're going to make another requirement, because like I told you, they've got their QQ1 level 1, QQ1 level 5. So the people that left here, they use South African qualifications, but I'm not so sure if in January they are going to change, but I'm hoping they are not going to change, okay? Jean, the UK carers opportunity for ZIM permit holders. You know that yes, they need experience, minimum 2 years, okay? So they need experience, minimum 2 years, okay? They really need people with experience. For the free sponsor need people with experience, but I cannot limit you. You might be lucky, you know, if you can pass their interview, because there is no shortcut. Whether you come, you book an appointment, there is no shortcut. You are going to do your full application. You are going to attend an interview. They are going to thoroughly go through a documentation. They'll book you for an appointment, for an interview. You do an interview. So there is no shortcut, my family. It's genuine. You know me, I don't do shortcuts. It's genuine stuff, okay? Raymond Shinomona, so ndo wana say work permit for South Africa under accounting side kundi kwanza kushanda ikoko for 2 years. I don't know, you need to apply for internships Yeah, but it's very difficult, Raymond Shinomona. It's very difficult for them to take foreign students because my South African colleagues, they struggle. I went to school with, I was in the same field. I went to school with South Africans who struggle to get articles, and you get sick money, and it's very difficult. But with God, nothing is possible, is impossible. But why are you insisting on coming to do practice in South Africa? You can do your articles in Zimbabwe, and then you apply. I know a lot of chartered accountants that have left Zimbabwe for UK, that have left Zimbabwe for Australia. So for me, my advice, Raymond Shinomona, for you is to apply for full scholarship or apply for a bursary outside the country if you are still young, and go work outside the country, okay? That's my advice for you in terms of accounting. South Africa is very difficult for you. I'm telling you, it's very difficult for you. One, you don't have a permit to live in South Africa. You are not a student. So if you would have studied in South Africa, you'll be having a study visa, which is much better. But you never studied in South Africa, so it's very difficult for you. I'm not going to raise your hopes there, but you can try. I'm not God. With God, nothing is impossible. So you can start applying for their internship. Google companies internship for accounting in South Africa. You'll definitely find something, okay? Who else? I'm answering here. Are they taking, okay, Linda Jonga, like I said, right now they just told us the requirement is QQ1 level 5 for island or equivalent, okay, caregiver equivalent. If I have 1,200 in my pounds in my bank account, can I sponsor? Your Brian Msodziwa, sponsor who? Whom do you want to sponsor? Your question is not clear as well. Please, can you verify if Florence Academy online caregiving course is valid? You need to verify yourself. How do I verify for you, Dennis Tawanda Muzadzi? I don't know Florence Academy, so I can't do that for you, and I can't say it's verified or what. All you need to do is to look for internationally qualified caregivers course or training schools or colleges. Does South Africa driver's license recognized, or they want a Zimbabwean? South African driver's license is recognized everywhere, okay? I've got people working in UK, Ireland, Australia, with a South African driver's license. Me, when I go to America, I drive with a South African driver's license. So a South African driver's license is recognized everywhere, okay? Is NARIC recognized in Ireland? I don't know. You need to Google and find out, okay? I don't know, guys. I'm not a verifier of qualifications. I'm not trained. I'm not qualified to do that. So I can't answer you that. You must know when you do a course that this school that I'm doing a course with, or this course that I'm doing, is internationally recognized. So you need to ask the school. You need to Google, is NARIC recognized as an international qualification in Ireland? You get your answer, but I cannot answer that for you. You cry with me tomorrow that Sisi Gini said it is when it's not. So I can't do that. IFK certificate and ZEP permit. I said the requirements. Who's saying that? Geraldine Elliott. I said the requirements. I think you just need to rewatch the video so that you understand. Yes, Rumbidzai Mushore, you are right. It's the same questions that I'm asking, that I'm answering, and others are asking the same thing. Indeed. Can someone give me the name where I can send a message for appointment? Message for appointment you book, hey, and my appointment is not for free. That's for Bati or Bati Mushambi. Is it possible to get a critical skills when you have purchasing and supply diploma? No, Lini Nyasha Madamombe. Go to South Africa, Google, go to South African critical skills list. Go on Google South Africa critical skills list for 2022, okay? You will see the qualifications that fall under critical skills, okay? Then you see for yourself. I can tell you that. Just Google that, you will see the list. Sister, me, I have a license Churungwa in you can't, if you don't have a ZEP permit or a legal permit to live in South Africa, you cannot qualify for this clean sponsor, okay? You cannot. I don't want you to pay your money or book an appointment with me when I know you cannot qualify. So if you don't have the stuff that I say, please don't pay your money, don't book an appointment with me. I don't waste your time, don't waste my time as well. It's not about money, but it's wasting each other's time. I don't want to waste your time. If you don't have the requirements that I say for the free sponsor, please don't book, don't pay anything, okay? You only go to my messenger to book if you have got the requirements, okay? This is not a joke, guys. This is an opportunity for people to go to UK. If you don't have, please don't take chances. These are main requirements. They will not take you. So why should I eat your money when I know it's not going to work? I'm not a cruel person. So you don't qualify, you don't have a permit. So not just a ZEP. Some have got permanent residence, you do qualify. Some have got work permits, you do qualify. But if you don't, you are not legal to Kugaram, South Africa, Juripam Temo, do not book an appointment, okay? They will not take you. Why? They want you to do your biometrics here in South Africa, which means they want you to submit your visa application here in South Africa, and they need you before March. So you need to go between December, January, and February, okay? You'll be in UK. So do not waste your time, do not waste your money, do not waste my time by making a booking when you do not have the requirements. Let's wait. Let's be patient. Ireland is coming and other countries are coming. So don't be discouraged if you don't have the requirements right now. Let's wait for other opportunities. Ireland is not saying you must be a resident in South Africa. Ireland is open for non-EU countries, which means when you apply as if you are based in Zimbabwe. You must understand that, but I'm going to talk about that in January once everything has been regularized, okay? Regulated, correct terminology there. So I think I've answered many of your questions, eh? Is there anyone with a question? Even people in Botswana do qualify, okay? You still belong to people out of European Union, okay? EU means European Union. So anyone out of European Union, there is no red flags for which country to be taken. But you must just know that the number for the whole Africa, excuse me, and Asia, you know, Asians, Filipinos, Indians, they also flock and try to enter. So the number for Ireland that they need now is 1,000 rands by January. So it's first come, first serve. All you need is just to make sure you have got all the requirements. Like I'm telling you, prepare as if it's for UK. If they change, we adjust. But just be on standby as if it's for UK, so that you'll be one of the first people to apply. And go before these people, you know, these wicked people start charging you lots of money, okay? And it's just 1,000 people, which means it's very easy to reach. And we don't know whether they will extend or they will close. Only God knows. We only know in due time. So if I'm living in South Africa, but national, I don't understand. TK Courage. So if I'm living in South Africa, but national, I'm from Zimbabwe, I'm only 20. Do I need a permit? TK Courage, you need a permit before anyone that lives in Zimbabwe, whether in South Africa, and you are not a South African citizen, whether you are a baby, whether you are 5 years old, you need legal status in South Africa. You need a permit to reside in South Africa, okay? No matter your age. Even babies, as soon as they are born to foreigners. We apply birth certificate for them if the father and mother have got legal status. Other than that, urukugara zvisiri pasi pemutemo ndikutaura neshona. Saka unongochigara zvisiri pasi pemutemo haukwanise kuapply. Anditi, just like everyone, if you are living in South Africa and you are applying for jobs outside South Africa, just know that you need a valid legal permit to apply for a visa, whether it's for Australia, whether it's for America, whether it's for Canada. You need a valid legal permit to apply for a visa in South Africa. You cannot apply for a visa in South Africa if you do not have a valid permit or a visa to live in South Africa. You are considered a criminal. So no country takes a criminal. If you don't have a permit to live in South Africa, you are considered a criminal criminal, so no country will take a criminal to go to their country. So anyone that lives in a country that is not his by birth or origin is a criminal. It's a big crime internationally, okay? In short, I'll say that. Nyangwe ndichiziva hangu kuti ndo zvakaita vazhinji vedu, but just know kuti internationally they consider you as a criminal. I've answered that, Ruth Ngube. If I'm an asylum holder and living in South Africa, you cannot apply for a visa because in your passport, remember when you apply for a visa, they don't need your asylum certificate. They need to see your passport. They need to see your validity in your passport, because in your passport, it said that you do have a permanent residence, which you submit when you apply for a visa. But at the moment you produce a refugee permit, no country is going to take you. Utori problem nechekare, okay? So they know wakatiza kunyika kwako for whatever reasons, and you are being urukuchengetwa munyika iyoyo for a specific reason. Let me tell you one thing about refugee. Many people, refugee asylum seekers, as long as you have qualified for refugee or asylum seeker in one country, you are safe in that country. Why do you want to go to another country to stay again? So definitely they will not give you a visa. Okay, that's one thing for sure. I've seen so many people that have tried to do that and they failed. And pachishona chinoti, you can't even mention kuti wakamboita mapepe ewayo T0 anditi kana chida kuwa na visa rekuenda kunze kwenyika azvitaurwe. Okay, azvitaurwe kuti wakamboita mapepa T0. Okay, Ruth Ngube, I've answered you. Okay, so guys, I believe I've answered everyone here. I've done my best. I've answered all of you. If you miss anything, you just need to rewatch the visa. I gave you an opportunity that is coming in January for Ireland. The requirements for Ireland I've given you, which we assume are the same as UK. But if anything changes, because nobody knows. If you hear any blogger saying they know, it's a lie. It hasn't been regularized. They just announced they need 1,000 caregivers to be in Ireland by January, okay? By January. I don't know which date by January, maybe beginning of January, maybe they'll announce on the 31st of December. All I want my family to know is be on standby, be ready for Ireland. Not only Ireland. I told you my fingers are crossed for Canada. I'm waiting for Canada to officially open for caregivers, okay? So just be on standby, and we know Canada needs English. So to those that don't have English, to those that don't have other qualifications, please be on standby. I've done this video. If you came late or if you're just watching it now, you just need to rewatch and understand what I mean by everything that I've said on this video. And I hope this have given you a positive feeling, because I know some people were down with UK, but I just want to encourage you, my family, that please be ready, be quick. Just be prepared. I've been telling you from January, just live your life, be prepared. Just be on standby, because opportunities are coming. And when they come, they announce the 30th November. They need people by January. You understand? It's going to be quick. By the time you started doing, Ireland is open. If you want to start doing the course now, you won't have experience. You won't have time. But be ready. Be prepared, be on standby, and be prayerful, saying, God, this is my opportunity. I'm going to enter Ireland without paying any money. I'm going to enter Ireland and live peacefully and happily ever after. Just be on standby. Don't be the person rushing last minute. When people are entering, that's when you are thinking of starting doing the course. This is not the world we are living in. It's a fast world. Everything is happening so quickly. So the only way to live in this world is to be ready, to be attentive, to always know where do you get the information. Please follow my page, because if you don't follow me, you don't get notifications. Press the notification button so that as soon as I start a live video, you get a notification, Jean is on live, and you don't miss out. I'm not saying follow me. It's for your benefit, guys. I'm not relocating. Thank you so much, Nora Simbane Gavi, for the stars. Greatly appreciated. And everyone that will send me stars, I really do appreciate this video. I'm also going to upload it on my YouTube channel so that if you are late, if you want to rewatch or whatever, you feel free. On YouTube, I use the same name that I use here. To those that don't have money for other opportunities, I'm seeing people being transformed and moved by God to other countries without qualifications, okay? So go on my YouTube as well. Why YouTube? Because it's easy to play videos on YouTube than to scroll on my page on Facebook, okay? You need to scroll and search because I do a lot of postings, but on YouTube, it's very easy for you to watch my videos, okay? So thank you so much, guys. TB test for Ireland, I said I will tell you as soon as they announce, as soon as I know their requirements, because remember, TB test expires and it's not difficult to get, but your police clearance, we are just in December. Start sorting out your police clearance, especially to those people with permits to live in South Africa. You'll be required to produce 2 police clearance. Last time when people went for Ireland, they were required to produce police clearance for the countries they live in. And the Precious Pirin comments in comment section, she also help you with CVs. She's one of the CV makers on this page. There are 3 of them: Sikanoma, Precious, and Koma Gomba, and Pardon Gomba. So let's support them. They are Zimbabweans who are actually working on this page also for their families, okay? So let's support them. They've been approved by me. They watch my video, so they know exactly what are the requirements. So Precious is in comment section. She understands exactly the requirements of you getting jobs here, okay? And then tomorrow I'm also coming up with something. As you know, opportunities are not ending, opportunities are not stopping. Why am I saying this? So that you know there is no limit, okay? So I'm not so sure exactly which one I'm coming up with, but definitely there is something. I've got a big list of stuff that I need to talk about and opportunities that will benefit you and me and other families. What we need is to make sure that all the people with ZTP permits, all the people that are not vasinama pepe kugara muno or anyway, can find somewhere kunogara kwakanaka and make a good living vachiraramo zvakanaka nemhuri dzavo. So yes, there are so many opportunities, Fadzi, in New Zealand. It's just that I haven't touched it. Maybe I'll come with it tomorrow, I don't know, but there are so many opportunities. Consilia Mabayanzira, I've answered your question already. You just need to come back and watch again. So guys, thank you so much for watching this live video. As you know, nowadays I'm heavily pregnant and I can't take long on live videos. It drains me, and I was working all day, so I need to take a break now. It's my break time, but I just had to come and do a live video. I'll be back again tomorrow between 4 and 6 p.m. with another opportunity. For which country, I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow. It's your surprise. Every day there is a surprise. I love you so much, guys. Don't feel bad. Don't feel frustrated. Don't do things that you do not want. In everything that you do, I just want to motivate you and encourage you. Commit your plans before God. Don't just do courses without consulting God. Speak to God first. Ask God, what should I do? Is this for me? God answers, guys. I'm telling you, I'm a living testimony that God answers prayers. I'm a living testimony that God hears his children, because I prayed for these opportunities. I prayed for them. Everyone that was with me from January knows I was praying for opportunity for Zimbabweans. I was praying for opportunity for African people. So God answers prayers and opportunities are coming. So I'm so sure everyone is going to get something. Not everyone will relocate, but at least many families will be transformed in Jesus' mighty name. And 2023 is going to be a beautiful year. 2023 is going to be a mighty year for so many people that really wants to relocate. God is for people. God is working amongst us, and he's still with us. He will never leave us. He will never forsake us. So if you missed the video, and you came at the end of my video, you are welcome to rewatch the video on your pace. Please follow me on YouTube, Jean the Blessed, because maybe if some topics are becoming too much, because remember also me, I'm working behind the time. I'm pushing so that I can give you as many opportunities as I can before I go on maternity leave. So I am pushing, okay? I'm not so sure. You know how it is with a newborn baby. So I don't know how much I'll be able to push, but I'm thanking God. I'm praying for strength. So pray for me that I have strength. Pray for me that I'll be strong. Pray for me that I'll be coming, because that's the busiest time between January and March. That's the biggest time. But January, February, March, April, May, that's the biggest time for opportunities, especially for people that wants to relocate. And for students also, please follow me. Go to subscription page. I'm putting fully funded bursaries, okay? The other easy and good opportunity to use to relocate is through education. Just look for bursaries that pay full sponsorship so that you can go and upgrade your studies. People with undergrad degrees, people with postgrad degrees, you can go and do your masters abroad. You can go and do your PhDs abroad. And I'm seeing families moving from all over the world to further their studies. And the advantage, especially for moving with your masters or your PhD degree, is you get to carry your family, okay? So when you move with masters or a PhD, you get to carry your family to go with. That's the main advantage. You move with your family. So guys, I love you so much. God bless you. I will see you again tomorrow. Let me rest. It was such a hectic Monday, busy day. I love you. My messenger, my team is there 24/7, because I've got administrators from Europe, America, Australia, UK, South Africa. I've got team from everywhere that are always there to reply and to respond and to assist you. Be nice to them, be respectful to them. I am off messenger because of the messages that are being sent on my messenger. Some people are send non-stop suicidal messages, and guys, it doesn't mean that I don't care. I do care about you, but bear with me. I'm pregnant right now. My emotions are being controlled by hormones, and I cannot handle you telling me that you want to kill yourself. It's just too much for me right now. Just bear with me. You can go to Sisimeli Diaries. You can go to someone that can help you now. I can't right now. I cannot take that. So that's why I'm off messenger. I'm still receiving a lot of suicidal messages, especially from women. It's a topic for another day. It's very sad, but I just can't take it right now. Just bear with me. I would love to help you. If you feel, family, if you are here, I know life is tough. Things can be tough, but if you feel you want to take your life, if you feel you want to kill your life, please go to the nearest hospital. Tell them exactly how you feel. Tell them everything that you are feeling. I feel like I want to commit suicide. I want to kill myself. They will put you on treatment so that you can survive. I understand how you are feeling. I also was once had depression. I know how it feels, but you can get over it. But you need to be on medication. Talking to me, I know some insist, if Sissy Ginny doesn't talk to me, I'm going to kill myself. Talking to me is not going to stop those feelings, okay? Talking to me is not going to stop that edge of you killing yourself. What is making you think or want to kill yourself is because of depression. You are depressed. So the only thing that can stop you is medication. Go to the nearest hospital. Go to the nearest clinic. Tell them, I want to kill myself. I can't stop thinking about killing myself. They will put you on treatment, and then that thing will stop. It's a mental health. It will stop. That thing telling you to commit suicide will stop. Please, please, please. I'm begging you, go to the nearest clinic, go to the nearest hospital. They'll give you medication, and those suicidal thoughts will disappear. You will function normally once you're on medication, okay? I love you guys. I have to go. That's why I'm off messenger. It's because of these messages, because I cannot handle it. I cannot feel guilty if people send cutting their throat or stabbing themselves with knives. I cannot take it right now. So bear with me. I'm off messenger. My team is there. They will assist you. They will help you. Yes. But please, those that are depressed right now, go to the nearest clinic, go to the nearest hospital. I'm going to be back on Messenger. You know, when you give birth, you can have postpartum depression. I cannot have that. So I'm going to be back on my Messenger end of next year, okay, after I've recovered fully. So guys, I love you so much. Please, 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 the moment you have a thought of killing yourself or taking your own life or scratching yourself or cutting yourself with a razor, cutting yourself with the knife, all the pictures you are sending, go to the nearest hospital. You will be helped. Go to the nearest clinic. They will give you medication, okay? Don't send pictures to me. Take those pictures to a nearest sister, nearest doctor. They will help you. No matter where you are, even in Zimbabwe, if you have any thought of killing yourself, go to Parenyatwa, go to any clinic and tell them, this is what's happening to me. They know what to do with you, okay? You don't deserve to take your life. You don't deserve to kill yourself. God loves you so much. We love you so much. I love you so much. But I cannot do that with you right now. I can't walk that journey with you right now. Just bear with me. I love you so much, guys. God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Apologies for emphasizing this. Today I got 5 messages, okay, of women in South Africa. My team told me that are committing that wants to commit suicide. They are sending pictures of them cutting themselves and everything. These are Zimbabwean ladies in South Africa. I know life is tough, but please, you deserve to live for your children, okay? For your children, not for your husband. You deserve to live. God bless you guys, and I know there are times when you can't pray. Please just go. You don't need to pray. Just go to the nearest clinic. They'll give you medication, okay? I love you so much. Our life has got up and down. Sometimes you are down, but it's not the end of the world, okay? Just go to the nearest clinic, nearest hospital. Guys, I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Let's see what opportunities tomorrow holds for us. I know the countries that I will be talking about, but I'm not so sure which one will I bring, okay? I'll only know tomorrow. So I'll see you again tomorrow. God bless you. I love you so much. I'm out.